All right. So, Colleen, this morning is for you. Again, just so everybody is aware of kind of what we're doing from now until the rest of 2022. We're going to start focusing on different words that really affect us going into next year, 2023, and setting up this next year to be the year that we flourish and thrive at. And the word for today is prepare. Prepare. Colleen asked for the word, and so here it comes, Colleen. And I love it because we'd actually looked at prepare, but I went in and looked at it, kind of in a different perspective. And if you look at the word prepare, it says make something ready for use or consideration. Make someone ready or able to do or deal with something. I mean, that's the definition. But Robert Schuller actually said spectacular achievement is always preceded by unspectacular preparation. And as soon as I read this quote, I immediately went in a direction that I've talked about before, but not in regard to preparation. And that is the blood and the sweat is ugly. I think back, if you go back in the history of biblical times, and you think about the blood and the sweat that was created that lives on today. I think about our men and women of our military, that we stand on their shoulders and have the freedom that we have today, the blood and the sweat, right? It was the ugly, the tough that made it all happen. And I think about just teams in general. I'll give you an example. You don't have to be a huge football fan, but recently Georgia and Michigan are sitting there at the top two spots in the country today. They're undefeated. And everybody's, they got their little thoughts, whether they're about Georgia or whether they're Michigan or they don't like them or this and that. But what you can't take away from them is what they've done. They're undefeated. But what people don't see is the blood and the sweat, the off season, the work, the weight room, the sore muscles, the torn muscles, the people that's been rehabbed back to building the team again. I think about the 3-time Olympic gold medalist, Rowdy Gaines, a good friend of mine. And Rowdy, everybody sees the Olympic gold medals as he passes them around when he speaks to audiences today. He still announces the Olympic Games, and everybody still remembers his performance in the Olympics when he won a gold medal. But what they don't remember is Jimmy Carter canceling the Olympics when he was prepared and he had to go home. And he had to decide if he was going to run for the Olympics again. All that work, all that sweat, all that blood, all that tears gone down the tube. And he did it all again to go compete and ultimately become a 3-time Olympic gold medalist. It's the sweat and the tears. It's the preparation. It's just exactly what Robert Schuller said. Spectacular achievement is always preceded by unspectacular preparation. It's the ugly. It's what creates the success. It's the preparation. So how do we prepare for the future we want? Here's where I went with it this morning. I believe looking and going into 2023, we got to partner wisely. A lot of people, some of the most wisdomatic people in the world says that you're the sum of the top 5 people you hang around with the most. Your income goes accordingly, right? The money you bring in over the next year will go accordingly to the top 5 people that you hang around. What are they looking at? Are they thrivers? Are they doers? Do they, you can go in any phase of life and go, who am I surrounding myself with? So number one, preparing for next year and what we want, we got to partner wisely. We got to select the team wisely. Number 2, we got to know what's happening. We got to plug in. Any wise person knows what's going on, okay? They know what's going on. What does that mean? They got to plug in. They got to plan. They got to do it. They got to take action. And then they got to review it. And I'm getting ready to go into a meeting right now. It's not about me, but I got to take action. If I want my business to flourish in 2023, guess what? I better get to doing some meetings. I better get to face. I just got back from Frisco, Texas. Frisco. I just got back from Lubbock, Texas. Brandon McIntyre's on here, I got to meet with some people. So plan, do, and then I got to review. What did it look like when I met with them? What did I say? How did I act? How did it go? Plan, do, review. I got to keep fighting, number 3. Here's the deal. If it feels right to you, don't go chase another shiny object. Don't go run to something that looks greener out there. Keep fighting. If it feels right, whatever you're doing, if it's relationship, spirituality, your business, don't go, there's another shiny object out there. There's another little, orange glimmer out there that I think I could crush it with it. It will be the same way. Here's how we crush it. We plan, we do, we review. That's it. So keep fighting. Left foot, right foot, stealth. Left foot, right foot, stealth. String small wins together. That's what keep fighting is. If you're in sales, go put a customer in today. Go put a brand partner in. Go write business today. That's stringing a little win together. Go do something. Go do a meeting. And then last, don't be a sore loser. If you're in the season right now that you're not feeling like you're winning a championship, keep fighting. Don't look at others' plates while your plate's getting cold. Just keep fighting. Just keep moving. Keep thriving. Keep going, right? Because that's preparing. That's the sweat. That's the ugly. That's the blood. That's what I'm trying to say this morning. And then when you are winning, stay humble. When you are winning, stay humble. Andrea, I'll turn it to you.
So I'm going to can you hear me?
I'll be right there.
Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. Somebody please help. Thank you for the thumbs up. So I'm going to keep my camera off because it's telling me my internet is unstable and I think that's rude, but whatever. We'll be calling and checking on that. But I'm going to talk about 6 steps to prepare for success in life. So I'm smiling at each of you. I'm sorry my camera's off, but I'm smiling at you. So first of all, we've got to build a growth mindset. We're actually going to talk about this a little bit more this week, but what does that mean? Believe that your efforts matter, learn new skills, and then view failures as a learning experience or learning experiences. Next, improve your emotional intelligence. So pay attention to your own emotions. You guys know, I wear every emotion on my sleeve. If you've been on here for more than 3 minutes, you know that about me. But pay attention to them and identify what you're feeling and what's causing it so that you can then manage your emotions. Take that moment to step back a little bit and try to view things with an impartial eye. So avoid bottling up those emotions or repressing your feelings, and look for healthy and appropriate ways of dealing with them. So next, develop that mental toughness. So you got to believe in yourself. You are amazing. Every single human on here. I think I say that every day. Love you guys. You're phenomenal. But as humans, we were designed to be amazing. So we have to believe in ourselves. Don't listen to that inner critic. Keep trying. One of the habits of successful people is that they always look at setbacks or failures as that stepping stone towards success. Set those goals and find support towards them. Next, strengthen that willpower. I'm doing this 75 hard, guys. Yesterday was day 49. And I'll tell you the biggest thing that this challenge has given me is I feel like it's strengthening my willpower. There's 1,000 things a day that I would rather be doing or other things that I don't want to be doing. but I don't have a choice. So I've had to fight through and strengthen that willpower. So keep those promises to yourself. And then next, focus on internal motivation. So sometimes we can walk around waiting for somebody else to pat us on the back. And that's not the way that we can prepare for success, because we won't always get that. Like, we have a great community right here, and I think we lift people up. I had the chance to meet with a couple people this weekend, and one of the people that they bragged on over and over and over again was Ashley Paulson. And so Ashley is amazing. So if you guys know her, brag on her too. But we don't always get that, right? We don't always get that brag. And actually, Ashley didn't even get to hear it yet, because I need to call her and let her know that she was getting bragged on all over the place. But if we walk around waiting for somebody else to build us up, well, we're not necessarily preparing for a successful future. So we got to focus on challenging ourselves, staying curious, taking control of what we can control, letting go of the things that we can't, and then letting go of any fear that we might have of competition. And then lastly, nurture the traits that are linked to high potential. So that means, what does that look like? Being conscientious, accepting uncertainty, being flexible, and then lastly, being courageous. So sorry I couldn't have my camera on. Hopefully you guys could hear me okay and got some value from that, but hope you all have a great Monday.
Thanks, Andrea, for that. No, great lesson. And Colleen, thank you for prepare. You know, when I first saw it, I'm like, we've done that not too long ago. This was a whole different spin for me. So it was awesome. But thank you for that. Keep them coming. If you've got a word, send it in to Andrea. We'll get to it, guys. We love you. We appreciate you, and have a great Monday.